One awkward moment, though, during the game. Maybe you heard about it. Maybe you saw it on one of the highlight reels. One awkward moment for Sarah Palin at the Yankee game. During the 7th inning, her daughter was knocked up by Alex Rodriguez. Number 2, bought makeup at Bloomingdale's to update her slutty flight attendant look. Had a wonderful time. The toughest part of her visit was keeping Elliot Spitzer away from her daughter. That was the hard part.
Hey, don't disparage flight attendants. They work hard. We love them. You know, how condemning of them. Don't say such a thing.
All you people want is more.
And then I found out later that the comment that was made about statutory rape of my 14-year-old daughter, Willow, knowing that crossed the line.
She's a human!
I would say that you and anybody else are extremely naive to believe that very convenient excuse of David Letterman's the other day. It took a couple of days for him to think of that excuse that, no, he wasn't talking about my daughter who was there with me at the game, the 14-year-old. He was talking about some other daughter.
Now she's going through a custody battle. All you people care about is readers and making money off of her. She's a human!
I would hope that people really start really rising up and deciding it's not acceptable.
This should not happen in America. It undermines the constitutional rights for which my grandfather fought for.
Hey, maybe he couldn't be trusted because Willow's had enough of this type of comments, and maybe Willow would want to react to him in a way that maybe would catch him off guard. That's one way to interpret such a comment.
A time for an unlikely hero named Willow.
Tell her I'm not gonna let anything happen to the baby.
You gotta give that baby to somebody.
I'm somebody.
Here's the problem, Matt. The double standard that has been applied here. One, let's talk politically, the double standard. First, remember in the campaign, Barack Obama said, family's off limits. You don't talk about my family. And the candidate who must be obeyed, everybody adhered to that, and they did leave his family alone.
McCain is often praised for self-deprecation. He now also has a record of picking on those who were close to him, his own staff, and those unable or less able to defend themselves, the elderly, even before he began to join their ranks. And frequently, it seems, women, including not only his own wife with an "I stopped beating my wife" line earlier this year, with an unrepeatable word years ago, which he denies, but also, as we mentioned, rape victims and even an 18-year-old. Chelsea Clinton, McCain's target of choice for a 1998 Republican audience for a joke about how ugly she was, a joke that also attacked another woman, Janet Reno, a joke for which McCain later had the decency, if not the authenticity, to apologize.
That's a political double standard, but here again.
And I would agree with that, and I'm not sure that you can be so easy to say that he's gotten away with it.
I completely agree with that. Absolutely, completely agree with that. Am I guilty of poor taste? Yes. Did I suggest that it was okay for her 14-year-old daughter to be having promiscuous sex? No.
Does he owe you an apology as opposed to just the explanation he's issued?
He doesn't have to apologize to me.